Greetings, YouTube. So, a Texas guy has called up a health care provider in Massachusetts, Boston specifically, because they help gender non-conforming children and provide them with the medical services that they need. He threatened to burn their location. He threatened them, saying that, you've created enough of us that we're rising up and we're going to, make you pay, kind of thing, for daring to provide people with the medical services they need to stay alive. Now, obviously, the individual in question is a screaming transphobe, probably a homophobe. Wouldn't be shocked if they're out and out white nationalists, because all of these things are kind of glommed together in the minds of a lot of these folks. Children aren't being surgically altered, period. If you're under 18, you're not getting any kind of surgery for your gender dysphoria, for your bodily dysphoria. You may be getting hormone blockers. You could even potentially be getting hormone treatments, both of which are completely reversible. Well, in the case of hormone blockers, it's not really reversible. It's just you stop taking them and then the hormones progress the way they're supposed to. But if you take the way the body was originally going to take them, but if you take the suppressors, they stop going in that direction, and it allows that child to then see the world through a different lens and decide if they want to go any further once they've turned 18. But again, hormone blockers and hormone treatments are both reversible. They're not going to hurt you long term. Okay? Do you know what is going to hurt people long term? Not getting the type of gender affirming health care that they need to stay alive. And I'm saying that very specifically, staying alive, because we know that people that don't get the type of gender affirming health care they need, who don't get the support and love of their friends and family, have a much higher percentage chance of committing suicide. And these people, like this Texas nut job, don't care about the actual living, breathing kids. They don't. They're just using this as a rallying cry to strike out against whatever it is they're striking out against. The change to the very fabric of the reality around them. Yeah, good luck with that there, bro. Because that's what they're fighting against. They're fighting against the fact that the world is changing and they're not. That they've decided that they're going to stand still. They're going to cease to move forward as a person in developing, growth and such. And the world is just progressing past them. And they really hate that idea. And they're terrified of coming along with the progression, because that means having to question a whole lot of stuff that they've held very dear and near to their hearts for a long time. Their white nationalism, their homophobia, their transphobia, their misogyny, their xenophobia. They don't want to question those things. Those things have kept them in power and are quite comfortable to them. It's much easier just to threaten people and say, I'll kill you or I'll burn down your facility. Now, this guy's facing some serious time. He could get 5 years. He could get $250,000 worth of fines. I don't know if he ever will. This is Texas, after all. And I don't know if he'll be prosecuted in Massachusetts. So maybe he may actually see some time, because the crime he committed is in Massachusetts. So I think they have to extradite him to Massachusetts, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. But this kind of thing is going to continue. As long as the conservative politicians in America, as long as the white nationalist conservative politicians continue to spew their hateful rhetoric, this kind of thing is going to continue. And they're all going to say, well, I didn't do it. I didn't tell that Texas dude to threaten that Boston dude. No, you didn't. But what you did do is create an environment where your followers, your base, want to help you and want to support the cause of white nationalism. So they'll do it on their own now that you've been so helpful into pointing out what they need to do. All of these politicians in my book should be considered to be accessories to these crimes. And there isn't any other spin for this in my book. they're all hateful bigots, and they all should be held responsible for their actions. And I hope that this guy in Texas does, at least. I don't know if it'll stop anybody else from making those kind of phone calls, but I hope it will. And I hope those healthcare providers in Boston continue to do their good work and help the kids that need it so they stay alive.